We go. Okay, everybody. Welcome to today's Success Meetup. I'm Heather. I run the Done For You services here at Inside Real Estate. Today, we're going to be talking about some lead generation ideas, but I just wanted to do my little spiel and let you know that if you want to watch these live, if you're watching this later on YouTube, to scan the QR code so that you can come register for these. And we do these on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays at 11:30 Pacific, 2:30 Eastern. And we're going to be doing that schedule pretty much throughout the end of the year. Next year, it's probably going to change a little. We've done a lot of content and these are all available on our YouTube channel. And I think going forward next year, we're looking at doing something a little more strategic. So kind of look out for that, but I'll be heading that up. Hello, Deborah. I'll be heading that up come the new year. Okay. So today I just wanted to let you guys know that we're going to be talking about some lead generation. And I know everybody wants leads and everybody wants free leads. And the best way to do free leads is to get as many squeeze pages and landing pages as you can out into the world so that people will register on your site and become leads. I'm going to give you guys a few resources. When we talk about squeeze pages, I'm not going to go into like how to build a squeeze page and all that stuff today because we're going to be talking about kind of a level up from that. But if you've never done a squeeze page or you want to learn how, I'm going to give you a couple of resources. I'm going to put these in the chat, but they're also going to be on the little, let's see here, chat. They're also going to be on the little doc I'm going to share with you guys in just a second. Share this guy. And link, copy link. As you guys have probably noticed, if you come a lot, I don't usually do a meeting document, but I did one this time. So you get that too. Put that in the chat. So like I said, we're going to be talking about doing some creative keyword searches, which is different than doing a squeeze page. What we're going to do is we're going to take the keywords and we're going to turn them into squeeze pages because I think there's only so much you can do with a squeeze, but there's a lot more you can do with your keywords to get really creative. And that's where we're going to go today. And I'd love input from you guys if you have any keywords or things for your areas and your markets that are important to you. So let me reshare my screen back. And I'm going to move this guy over here. And this is the doc I just shared with you guys in the chat. And then I'm going to take my KV Core and share it over, and we can do these two tabs. And so I just wanted to real quickly go over with you guys where to find squeeze pages. So if just a real high level overview, if you go into your lead engine and you go to a build squeeze, you can basically put together a list of criteria that is in a link that you can put out into the world that people are like, yeah, I want to know about all the houses with pools in this area, or I want to know all the homes for sale in this particular school district under X price, or whatever it is. And you can do that with these squeeze pages here. And the cool thing about the squeeze pages is not only can you make that link, but that link is of course dynamic. And so if you, whatever properties match that criteria today might be different than the properties that match that criteria a week from now, but that link will always work. It will always be pulling in the current listings that match that criteria. The other thing you can do on the left-hand side here is you can put in a source and a hashtag, and you can also tell it how many properties someone's allowed to view before it pops up and says, hey, you want to view more? You're going to have to give me your information now. And that person becomes a lead in your database. And so the source is nice because you can do analytics tracking by source. A hashtag is nice. It kind of helps you know why this person signed up and what particular squeeze page they came from. And then, of course, the number of views, that's really a personal preference and also what you're trying to accomplish. I'm an immediate girl just because I feel like if they're not going to give you their information on the third or the fifth, the first one, they're not going to give it to you on the second or the third or the fifth, but that's just my opinion. So a lot of people do the two. I like to do the one, but again, totally up to you. So there's lots of things you can do. You can search by listing type, you can search by style, you can search by walk score and some options that are kind of pre-built in like just listed or newly built or, adult 55, but they're not everything, right? And the reason they're not everything is because there are some things in that are pretty ubiquitous across all the MLSs in the country, like homes with pools. It's a pretty ubiquitous thing that we can pull in and map over to your MLS. But there are also lots of other things that we use as keywords in our MLS searches that are not, because for instance, I have a guy who was in I can't remember what part of Florida, but they have a keyword about like canals or something. Like it's on a canal, it has canal access. Obviously, if you're in Indianapolis, you don't have, well, there is one canal if you're in Indianapolis, but you don't really have that, right? So it's different. There's different keywords in different MLSs. So I'm going to go through some examples today, but like I said, if you have some that you kind of think of for your area, because I'm going to be working with the San Diego MLS because that's what's hooked up to my demo account. Please shout it out to me and we'll add it to this list just to kind of do some brainstorming together for different things. So when you make a squeeze page, like I said, it will give you a link, and that link, if someone clicks on that link, they'll see all the properties, they'll go in and they'll click a property, they'll ask them to sign up. And when they do, and they come into your database, whatever source you put will be the source for them. And whatever hashtag you put there will be the hashtag that's associated with them. And it'll, make them register in X many number of views. Okay. So say we want to use our keyword searches instead. So I'm going to pull over my KV Core website, and this is where you find your keyword searches. So if you are on your site and you go to more options, actually, I think it's thinking about it. It's spinning because I'm zooming. There we go. It gives you more information, more things that you can do. I got a question. Let's see. Can you share the playbook, gather your sphere, capture social media sphere, for how to do a market report, squeeze page, and a home valuation squeeze page? I don't understand what will happen with those. Penny, I can definitely do that at the end of this topic today for sure. I will get back to you on that. Okay, so down here are your keyword searches. And so I had a guy in it's in Minnesota, and his big thing was people want condos that allow pets, but not for renting, but for buying. And so it's a keyword in his I think it was dogs actually he wanted to do. And pets allowed, dogs okay, or whatever. And so he was like, okay, I want all the condos and townhomes that the HOAs allow dogs, basically. And so if you apply that filter, now this might not be the right keyword for this. We'll see what happens. You want to make sure that you get some, I didn't get anything. You want to make sure that your keyword pulls what you want it. And like I said, everybody's keywords are different. So that might be something different. I do remember I did one. Let's see. Let's do dog park. So maybe you want a community that has a dog park. So single family condo townhouse, and the community has a dog park. Let's try that. Community features dog park. Okay, bye. Searching. Thinking about it. I am. There you go. Thinking about it. Gosh, my internet is slow today. I'm so sorry. There we go. Okay, so now we've got all of the communities that have dog parks in their communities. So I'm going to take this link. I'm going to copy it. Now, if I put this out into the world as it is now, so I could go to Facebook. And I could say, find the perfect community for yourself and your furry friend. You want to spell things right, right? And here's all the here's all the homes for sale with a community dog park. And then you could put that link in. And it's going to pre-populate the link with usually a picture of one of the random houses that you have. And it's not doing it because, I don't know why, probably because my, I don't know, Facebook's mad at me today, but it usually will pre-populate a picture and then you can put it out. And when it does that, if they go to there, it will still capture them, but it will follow whatever rules you have set up on your website. So if you go to your website manager and you go to your settings and you scroll down to, I believe it is right here, forced lead registration. How many property views are they allowed to look at? That's what it's going to follow. So if you have it set to 3, you can't make this link. Well, we're going to show you how to make it, but this link will do it on 3. It also won't come in with a specific source, and it also won't come in with a specific hashtag. So I'm going to show you how to kind of hack this link to make it be a specific, like as it would have been if you had made it in a squeeze page builder. So Robert wants to know, please go back to the link you just mentioned. I got lost after the keyword home came up. Okay, let's do it one more time. So you would go to your front page website and you're going to click more options so that you can get to your searches. And so let's say I'm going to do San Diego, which I didn't do before. I did it for my whole MLS, but you could do it for just one area, right? San Diego. And then I wanted to know, I put in a keyword of dog, community features equals dog park. You could even do association features equals dog park. You gotta have to play around and see in your MLS like what gives you the most accurate results. But then you're gonna apply that filter. And now we know that in San Diego, we've got these 11 homes that have a dog park in their community, right? So again, you can take that link and put it out into Facebook. I don't know why it's not, it should pre-populate a picture. If it doesn't pre-populate oh, here we go. There we go. It did it. I think Facebook was just mad at me. So homes in San Diego, and then you can say, okay, and then you can take this link once it pre-populates like that and just erase it and it'll keep that box there. So anyone who clicks on the box, I'm glad you're with me, Robert. Awesome. You could do that. Another good thing to do when you're posting is to do some emojis, which I love. So you could do some dog emoji. You could do some paw prints. I think there's paw prints in here. There they are, right? Right? And then you post it, and then obviously anybody who clicks on it is going to be redirected to this link. And then when they click, they want to view, they may or may not be asked to sign up depending on your website settings, right? Okay, so I'm just gonna take a second. Alex wants to know, in Arizona, gold properties are fairly important. However, they do not show properties actually part of a course. I think you meant golf, I assume. Golf. Oh yeah, golf. They do not show properties are actually part of a course. I'm not sure what you mean by part of a course. If you want to, I'm out with my people. Alex, if you want to talk, go ahead and unmute yourself and let me know what you mean by that.
Oh, so in Arizona, golf properties are really big, but people, when they specify golf property, they genuinely mean that they actually want a property that is on a some type of a fairway or a greenway. Versus if there's an option for it in the system, it usually just ends up making it like within an area that has a golf course. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So in okay, I got you. So in the squeeze pages, actually, you don't need a keyword for golf courses because they're here. They're one of the many things that we can do in a regular squeeze page. I'm going to think actually that your keyword search is probably the way to go here. What's your KV Core website?
Mine, I think it's alextimmons.remax.com, if I recall. That's it.
There he is. Okay. So probably if you go to your more options is right here with your Remax template. Um, can you give me an area like
Mm,
Maricopa County?
yeah,
That
just
one?
to Peoria or Phoenix.
Okay. So you might go down to your keywords and I would start trying things like fairway, maybe, or let's see, golf on golf course might be one, right? The lot is actually on the golf course.
Oh, there you
Let's
go.
see what we get if it works. Yeah. So that's something like that. So this would be a great example of instead of using the golf property, which just means it's in a community with a golf course, this would be a great example of, and I'll put it on here, on actual golf course, right? And you would use that link instead to um to advertise for. If that makes sense.
Cool. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Okay. So, all right, let's go back. Let's see Penny's question. Okay. All right. So now we've got this link. So this is Alex's link. I'm going to go back to my link. And so in order to switch it out so that it is going to be act like a squeeze page instead of just a page of um, a link to a bunch of properties. Like I said before, if you just use this link, and you totally can just use this link if you want to, it's going to follow your rules on your website. It will not come in with a source. It will not come in. It might come in with a source. Sure, what source it will come in with. It might be like pay-per-click or something. Or actually, I know what it will be. I know the source will be. The source will be agent website because they came into your website. And then there won't come in with a hashtag. So if I take this link and I copy it, we're going to go back to here. This is what we want to do with our link to turn it into a squeeze link. So I'm going to just put this here. And I'm going to normalize this text because I can't do it like that. So what you're going to do is you're going to replace this RSL hashtag RSLT with this. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to replace this. Now I'm going to change this source to whatever I want. So if it was Facebook, I'm going to put Facebook. And if I'm like hashtag, what did I say? Dog park, right? And number of views, maybe I want to do it one time. It's going to be one. So it's going to be immediate. And if I do this, then I put this same link out into the world here. It's going to be the same thing, but it's now going to, if I sign up with that link, it's going to do all the things I want it to do with that a squeeze page would have done. So that's how you get really creative with your keywords, depending on the area that you're in. All right. So I'm just going to go back to our link here, or our thing here, and just kind of go over some of the other things that I've noticed that are good things to look for. Gated communities might be one. A pool might be another one, because pool you can do in the squeeze page, but you can't do just only a community pool, like not in your backyard pool type situation. And I know like here in Oregon, no one has a pool because we can only use it for like two months max every year. But a lot of neighborhoods have community pools where people can actually enjoy it for those 2 months, but don't have to maintain it for a whole year just to use it for those 2 months. So that's a big thing here in Oregon is community pools, for instance. Um, no stairs is a good one. There is a master on main option and a one-story option on your regular squeeze pages, but like for people who are older and they want like zero stairs, like they don't want stairs walking up into their house, like they don't want nothing, that's a good one to do. A wine cellar is a fun one to do. However, I'm just going to say that if you try and advertise this on Facebook, you can put it as a post, but if you try and do an ad with it, they'll probably deny you because it is related to alcohol and people aren't 18. They're crazy that way, but you can still put it out there as a link, just posting it around. For families, if the one of the benefits of the neighborhood has a playground. I know that there's a lot of different like religions and stuff that really care about which way their house is facing, like north, south, east, west. And that might be a big deal in your area. So you might want to think about that. And as we all know, everybody's getting electric cars a lot lately. And some neighborhoods now, at least in San Diego, have electric charging stations in their neighborhoods. Do they have a garden? I know that that was something that we were looking for. Is it near a park? Is the laundry upstairs? That was a huge one. We just bought our house a year and a half ago, and I really wanted a laundry upstairs. I didn't get it, but I really wanted it. Another one is like different ways that people can purchase it. So, homes that are up for auction, if they take their, FHA, USDA, that kind of stuff. Um, pickleball, pickleball and tennis courts in the neighborhood, not just in, the backyard. Any special assessments. So when we bought another house in Sun River, which is across the state from us, that's like a resort town, and they had a special assessment like 10 years ago for this brand new water park that they had. And it was like $10,000 for every house. And either you could have paid it all at once or you could pay it off over like 10 years. And so when we were looking, you could search by, our real estate agent gave it to us that they had already paid their assessment. So they didn't have any outstanding special assessments. And so we didn't have to pay into that. Beach rights, if you're on the beach, do you have a right to the beach? Solar panels, a ADU that you can rent out. Again, like pets allowed on an actual golf course. Those are just all things that I kind of came up with when I was brainstorming. If you guys have any, I'd love to hear it in the chat. If you guys have any other examples of things that you think would be great keyword searches to turn into a squeeze page for that. Because if you think about wanting to get people into your database, you don't want them to go to Zillow, right? You just don't. Like you want them to go to your website. And so if you can put more and more things out there that really are niched down, that show that you know what people are looking for in your area, what's important in your area, and you've already curated this list for them, and they might just be interested. Like I said, I really wanted my laundry upstairs and I didn't get it. And I didn't exclude that in my search, but man, was I interested in looking to see what was available. So I think that all of those combined would um, definitely be good. Anybody have any other answers for me or thoughts? Just throw them in the chat if you have any ideas of things that are important. And they might just be important to your area, but that might be helpful for other agents. Anybody? Come on now. Nobody. All right. Be that way. If anybody thinks of anything, throw it in the chat. Does anyone have any questions on how to do this? Okay. If you do, let me know. Otherwise, I will move on to some other questions that we have for other things. So I'm going to, let's see, hang on. So I'm gonna share and I'm gonna get into my questions. So Alex had asked at the very beginning about new website templates. And Alex, I think you're Remax, and that might be why you're asking that question. But oh, I do have things in the chat. Clients needing a spa and a print shop. Nice. Spa, print shop. Um, Robert wants me to go over changing the code again. Okay, let's go back to that first. So again, let's do Alex's. Here's Alex's. If Alex wanted to change this search of homes in Peoria that were actually on a golf course, he would take this and he would, gonna take this back. He would paste it into a doc somewhere. And what you're going to do again is you're going to just replace this ending. So this right here, your backspace, and you're going to add this ending. When you do that, the source, you just change it to what you want the source to be. I put this on Facebook. I want Facebook to be my source. You change the hashtag to what you want it to be and don't need the pound sign, just what you want it to be, which would be, let's say, golf. Maybe it's on golf course. And the number of views would be how many views am I going to let them, how many homes am I going to let them look at before I ask them to sign up? So if I want them to sign up immediately, it's going to be 1. If I want them to sign up on the second house they look at, it's going to be 2. If I don't want them to sign up at all, you don't have to ever have them sign up. I don't know why you would do that, but maybe you'd want to be super nice. It's 9999. That's that they will be asked to sign up on their 10,000th view or something, but not until then, if that makes sense. Okay. Oh, I can't see your screen anymore. Let's do it one more time. Good grief, Heather. Here we go. So let's go backwards. Okay, this right here is Alex's link that has those golf course homes. So we're just gonna follow these directions right here. We're gonna replace this backspace with this. And we're just gonna replace what we want the source to say. So again, I want the source to be Facebook, or maybe I want the source to be squeeze page, or it depends on how you're doing your source tracking. You're gonna put it in multiple places. Hashtag, again, you don't need the pound sign. On golf course, I'm gonna put, and then the number of views is how many listings can they look at. So there's that, there's like a bunch of listings here. If I put 1, as soon as they open this, it's gonna ask them to sign up. If I put 2, when they look at the next one, it's gonna ask them to sign up. So where was I? Here we go. So let's say I'm gonna do 2. And again, like I said, if you never want them to sign up, it's 9,999. But I do 2. And so then if I did that, I put that out into the world. I would just wait for it to pre-populate a picture. And then I would say, watch out for flying golf balls. Golf balls. These homes are right on the golf course fairway. And of course, I would put some fun emojis on there that have to do with golf. Let's see. I'm pretty sure, yeah. Right? And then I would do that. Okay. Let me go back here. You're welcome, Robert, so much. Okay, so let's go back. So Alex, your Remax, and actually, you're gonna say, I'm not gonna say that you're getting new ones, that those are not. Actually, everyone else already had them, and you're getting them now. It just took a while for Remax to acquiesce to said things. So, so I actually did a meetup on this a month ago. Site. Let's find it here. I'll put this in the chat for you. But if you do this, here you go. There is the YouTube link for that. But I went over all of the different templates that were available and all the different widgets that you can use, because actually there's a bunch of new widgets in there and the templates are just a kind of pre-built, like we put these 5 widgets together, but you could go in and use different widgets from different templates from different whatever you want to build whatever you want in KV Core. And if you ever want a custom widget made, so like I have all these widgets in there, but I have a widget that I want to go to a landing page for my cash offers business, you can email me at dfy@insiderealestate.com and we can make one for you. Or if you want to do it yourself, I did a whole thing on hacking some widgets. Let's find it. Let's see here, that's not right. This one. I'll put this in the chat. Okay, so Brandy wants to know, can you use widgets on internal pages, not just the home page? No, you cannot use them on internal pages. However, you can, I did a whole meetup on some coding hacks that you can use to make your custom pages better. And I will put that in the chat as well. And if you want, again, if like you need help building a custom page on your website, there are 2 different options. One is you can, again, email me at DFY and we can talk about what I can do. What I can do is what you can do. I'm just going to do it for you. If you want, our professional services team does a lot slicker ones. They're more expensive, but they're really pretty. And if you want, let me find. It's in my Slack somewhere. I know he gave it to me today, actually. No, who was that? David. I sworn maybe he did it in a group text. Hang on. I have a link for you. You can do a free consult with our professional services team, and they can tell you exactly what they can do for you as far as that goes with custom pages inside your. Give me just a sec, guys. No. Bear with me because he slacked it to me this morning and I can't find it. It was Oh, there it is. I found it. Yay. Okay. This is a free console. They'll talk to you about custom pages. They have a bunch of different ones like buyer process, vendor page, seller process, home sell checklist, like things they can create for you. So I'll put that out into the world for you as well. Okay, let's go back. Where am I? Questions. Um, can you share the playbook, gather your sphere? Okay, let's go back to gather. We'll work our way from the top down. You're welcome, Brandy. Let's see. Okay, so from the top down, gather your sphere, capture social media sphere for how to do a market report squeeze page. Okay, hang on here. Penny, if I'm not answering your question right, let me know. But in your dashboard, there you have, oh no, in your playbooks, you have a gather your sphere and work your sphere playbook. When you gather your sphere, you're going to get your contacts into KV Core. You're going to create some groups, and then you're going to set up your automations. And I'm assuming, no, that's not it. Actually, Penny, I'm not sure because I can talk, well, here. Let's see, Penny, where are you, Penny? Penny, go ahead and unmute and let me know exactly what you mean here.
Okay, so can you hear me?
I sure can.
You're right there. It says import your sphere contacts. So right below it. Okay, capture social media. If you
Mhm.
click on that,
Oh,
those two things, what happens? If I put in
so
my area code, which is
mhm.
91320, or you can use yours, it doesn't matter. But what then what happens? And the same down below.
Yep, this actually is the exact same thing as if you go to your squeeze pages, you can build a seller squeeze and a market report squeeze right here.
Mhm.
Same thing. So the exact same thing will happen as this. So if you do market report and I do San Diego, um, and I say, okay, my source is Facebook. My hashtag is San Diego seller. And generate that link. I put that on Facebook. So basically what they're doing is they're giving you a link to put out to Facebook, like put it on like your personal Facebook page for your friends and get them in there. So here's a free real estate. Actually, did I do a market report? Crap, I did a market report. So it wouldn't be seller, it would be San Diego, market report or something. But it'd be like, here's a free real estate market report for San Diego, California. And so when they click on it, it's going to take them here. And it's going to load, usually it's going to load up the market report for San Diego so that they can see it. And then if they want to subscribe to your market report, they can subscribe right here, or they can choose their own area that they want and get a different market report, if that makes sense. So
Well,
that's,
so if
go
you
ahead.
go back to the page that's in the playbooks that page right there.
Mhm.
Okay, gather your spear, then yes, that one. So how do I feel like this is an easy way to do it.
Mhm.
Where it says area, I put the area, so that would be my area, I guess,
Mhm.
right?
Whatever area you put, where did it go? Do you see where it says free real estate market report 4?
Mhm.
Whatever you put, that's what's going to repopulate right there.
Okay, and then, I mean, is it possible to do a sample straight from that page and see where it ends up and what it looks like? Or not?
Oh, from here? Yeah, so
From
I
the,
just
yeah,
did it for San Diego. So if I copy that, this is the link. This is where it will go. same exact thing as before. And if I put it on Facebook, that's this same thing as before.
Okay, and then can you erase that? The HTTPS thing?
Yep.
the URL, yeah,
And once, oopsies, don't do that.
okay.
And go like this and go backwards. There you go. Don't start taking it one at a time, because it'll be like, I don't recognize that anymore. Yeah, you'd be like, hey, curious about the local market in San Diego, check it out. And that way you can put it out there onto your, your personal social and try and get people to sign up that way. If that
Okay,
makes sense.
okay, it
Um,
does.
And actually, you see where it says ADDT, Gather Your Sphere Playbook,
Mm-hmm.
link. If you remember back here where it says this right here, these people will automatically come in with a Gather Your Sphere Playbook hashtag.
Right, and then the way I understand it is that then it goes, the people that answer that go
Mhm.
into your contacts with that hashtag, so you know who came.
Exactly.
Okay,
Exactly. And the same thing applies for, where am I here? The home valuation page. So you're just going to choose your domain, and it's going to make a home valuation page where they can put their address in. This is new. Let's put my address in. Ah, I think actually this isn't right. I think I screwed up my demo account. It should just take them to um, oh, maybe, oh, I guess it does. Yeah. Oh, and so it gives them the information and then whatnot. Um, and then that my address will go, wow, I wish it was worth that much. um, this is closer. Anyway, so yeah, I think that, and that address will go into your smart CRM as well. If that makes sense. So yeah,
perfect.
then that's what those do. Any other questions on that?
No, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You are welcome. All right, let's go back to our questions. Done, 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 done like that. Constance wants to know, in regards to squeeze pages, how do you delete one? Huh. Well, if I went to my squeeze, I don't know if you can delete one, to be real honest with you, but if you go to your squeeze pages and you go to history, yeah, I don't think you can delete them. And there's really no, I'm not sure why you need to delete them. You would just make a different one. But I don't think you can actually delete them. These are just all the ones that you've made before. Will I be doing a session on squeeze pages? No, but Michelle, but in the chat, I had put in at the very beginning, the first couple links you see in the chat, the YouTube links are a couple of different YouTube, and also I put it on here as well. These extra resources. These are both about just doing squeeze pages and some strategies around squeeze pages. These are really great. I think Marielle did one of them, our trainer, and Christina did the other one. Penny wants to know, is there any time after squeeze pages you can help me get an opt-out on mass emails without using the advanced editor? Oh, that's a good question. I was under the impression, and I could be wrong on this, that if you send a mass email, regardless, it should put in. Let me ask our trainers. If not, you could just type it in at the bottom of your, so on your website, so on your website, if you're logged in, I'll log in here. Here's me. So you just want to send them to their login page, which is this link right there, where they can go ahead and stop alerts or totally unsubscribe or whatever. This is the link that you want. So here, I'll just put this in the chat. So whatever your URL is, and add this to the end of it is the unsubscribe link for your website. And so you can just put that in at the end, to unsubscribe, click here and just hyperlink, click here with that link. Okay. Michelle wants to know, oh, can't see what I'm doing. Yeah, okay, I forgot about that. Jose wants to know, I forgot how to do all this from the beginning. Can you share the YouTube link for this? Jose, for this particular meetup, it will be on YouTube later. I have to post it, but if you want it, just go to our Facebook page. I will post it on the Facebook page probably by the end of the day. Our Facebook group, actually. I'll take that link in here. So if you go here by the end of the day, possibly tomorrow, it's my birthday today, so I might get out early. So if I do that, it might be tomorrow. But I will put that up, and you can always find the YouTube link for this there. Okay. Constance wants to know, thank you, Emma. Can you view the details of previous squeeze pages that you have created? Kind of. Basically, it will tell you what your hashtag is. It will tell you what your area is. But that's about it. If you want to view it, really, you just click view and you will be able to see where it goes and what it did. That's really the only way to see that. Okay. Yeah, so basically, like, if again, like, think about the link I showed you, Constance. If you want to know, you will always see here, right? Like, this is what your hashtag is going to be. And this is what your PPC equals. That's what your source is going to be. And I guess this one doesn't have a number of views because it's a market report, but let me see if I can find one that's not a market report. This one. So let me get to the end of it. So same thing, like viewing is one, it's going to be immediate. You can always tell. Auburn Avenue is the hashtag, and sign writer is the source. All right. Penny wants to know, I want to have contacts be able to opt out of my first email, an introduction email. Will that opt out from my website also opt them out of future emails, etc.? Again, they can stop their listing alerts, or they can totally unsubscribe. That's really the only two options they have as far as unsubscribing goes. All right. Mass email doesn't have it. Yeah, I don't know. I thought it did. That's weird. Apparently, I need to talk to them about that. But you can put it in there. Constance can't see what I'm doing. The screen share is too small. That would be on your side because I'm sharing my whole entire great big screen. So maybe you need to mess with your Zoom settings on that. Or come back and watch this on YouTube. Okay. I think we're done with the questions. Anybody else have any questions about anything at all? No, we got 10 minutes left. There's your chance. Thank you, Penny. Okay, let's just check out. I'm just gonna go through the webinar chat, make sure I didn't miss anything. Robert wants to know, where can we see these webinars in the future in case we can't make the live ones? On our YouTube channel. This is the let me find our playlist here. The playlist for these success meetups, I will put the link in the chat. This has all of our past recordings of these success meetups. I don't think I see anything else in here. Let me know if I missed anybody's question. Robert asked, how do we reach out for a free consult? If you want a consult for done for you, I can't do a free one, but if you want a free consult for your website pages, you can use that link I put in there. That one is free, but they can't help you with all things KV Core. They can only help you with the website pages. If you do want to do a paid consult with me for a bunch, anything you want done for you, not just pages, but we do campaigns, we write things or do stuff. I will give you the done for you link. So I'll actually do my little plug here since we have time. Done for you services right here. If you're looking for certain campaigns, need help getting set up, we do newsletters and blogs, and our custom blogs are really great because they're local content that's just for you, nobody else. We do branded holiday campaigns, we do recruiting campaigns, and if you want to do a consultation for super custom stuff, just come see me here, and you can schedule that in with us. So yeah. All right, well then, Robert says, needing to get someone to go through my website, make sure to set up right options, etc. Yeah, like I said, the professional services guys will do the consult for you if you're wanting to buy those very specific custom pages. If you've got something that's a little more niche, like I need a custom page for my probate business or something like that, they don't really have that. That would be me. But if you just want kind of the general stuff, they're really good to go talk to, and they do some. And if you want to see some, actually, I will go here. They have more, but if you want to kind of see, where's my marketplace? Some examples of what they do. If you go to the semi-custom templates, now you don't have to buy a semi-custom template to order just one page. So you skip all this and you go down to here. If you want to see, like, this is what a buyer process page looks like. You can click on it. This gives you just an example. And so this is all like editable, right? So like you put this is going to be, pulling from your website. But if you had some verbiage you want about the home buying process or, this kind of stuff, you just let them know and they can change the verbiage or they can change the background pictures. But that's just an example. Like there's a recruiting page, which I really love, which will replace your we're hiring page if you wanted to, has lots of call to action buttons and information on it, things like that. So you can always go here and look and see what they have. They have a ton of different stuff. So yeah. All right. You're welcome. I guess we're almost at our time. Last call for questions. Otherwise, I'm going to go. My husband just came in here with my birthday lunch, so I'm going to go do that. But next week, I'm going to be doing actually revamping your own recruiting page if you want to come and join me for that on next Wednesday. I'm not sure what the other trainers are doing yet for it, but again, if you go to that Facebook page, I try and post it Friday afternoons what our topics are going to be for the upcoming week. All right, guys. have a really good rest of your week. And I hope everybody has a wonderful day, and we'll see you next week. Bye, everybody. Take care.